Good afternoon, and welcome to the Wednesday afternoon conference call with Trusts Unlimited. This is Jim George speaking. I'm the non-attorney spokesman and facilitator for Trusts Unlimited. I'd like to thank all of you for taking the time to listen to this call. Let me start by offering you an apology. I neglected to mention on last week's call that as today is the election day, there would not be a call for today. But inasmuch as I neglected to mention that, I am going to make a few remarks and cut the call short. For those of you calling in for the first time, I'm going to suggest that after listening to this call, you go to our call on October 14th and on October 21st, because they're a prelude to the information I'm going to give you today. And especially the call on the 14th, it has all of the information about the program we've put in place to assist you. Now, things are happening that are critical, and they're happening quickly. I'm not just talking about what's going on in the United States with this election, and the next 72 hours are going to be extremely enlightening. I've been on the phone with a lot of people. I'm going to be back on the phone after this, talking about the ramifications of what's happening. I do not think it's going to have an effect on the reinstitution and revaluation of the dinar for a number of reasons. I do believe that January remains the most plausible date for the reinstitution of the Iraqi dinar, and the information that I've gleaned from the last week only supports that as far as I'm concerned. Let me just touch on that briefly. Parliament has officially adopted the government white paper. Now, this is important because this paper includes all of the necessary reforms in order for Iraq to move forward. They're basically addressing two audiences. They're addressing their internal political audience, their citizens, and particularly those that have been protesting, having to do with growing the economy, the creation of jobs, and ending all of the corruption. It also addresses all of the issues of concern to the international community. What's most important from our standpoint is that the white paper includes a specific glide path for the reinstitution of the dinar, the deletion of the zeros, that they want this done sooner rather than later. This is because they need to revalue their currency in order to facilitate their international trade. They need the international trade in order to diversify their economy and grow their economy. The last issue I want to mention is the World Trade Organization has announced that their intention is to fast-track Iraq's membership into the World Trade Organization, and they're meeting next week to discuss this issue. So this is all very, very good news for those of us that are holding the dinar. And again, it looks as though the January 2021 window is even stronger with this information. Again, I apologize for not mentioning that there would be no call today, and I suggest that our newer callers go to the call of the 14th and the 21st. You have the call information for this live call. If you will dial the same number, but instead of dialing a 4, the last number, dial a 3, and then use the same access code, you'll be able to get the replay for October 14th and October 21st. Again, thanks for listening to the call. The information that we got this week is looking really, really good, and so I'm going to have to move on for the day, but I will be back next Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern, noon Pacific. Bye-bye, everyone, and thanks very much for listening.